Hey, what's Bob? And we got your boy, Big Papa Bear. No, but it's Kyle, coach of the Mesquite Mesprits, straight from the D League, and I'm playing Bloodborne right now.
And guys, I am
Oh, yeah,
Noah.
that's it. Go
All right. And guys, I am Noah JTRA. That is the most unique intro I've had throughout all my interviews so far. All right, guys, what's going on? I am Noah
Well,
JTRA with
I'm
Kyle.
a pretty unique person.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm already a little worried to see like what kind of team you're gonna make. A little intrigued also, but just after that intro.
Did you? I mean, you saw my team from the D League. I was the Mega Metagross team.
Yeah, Metagross is pretty good actually. Big fan
Oh,
of
it's
him.
fucking amazing. It's a great Pokemon to use.
Yeah. Too bad he's gonna be outclassed by Solgaleo. Literally same typing, same ability.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna be able to use it.
No, obviously.
It's like Zatu is obviously outclassed by Lugiaa, but you can't use Lugiaa.
That's fair. All right, so
How do I get out of here? Oh.
let us do this. So first off, again, I want to welcome you to PMC Season 2. Happy to have you on board.
What's poppin'?
All right, so we're going to begin with, how did you find the PMC League?
I've been friends with JSpec for like, it's probably been like 7 months now. And he asked me to join Season 1. And I denied because I was busy, and I honestly didn't know JSpecs that well at that point. But towards the end of PMC Season 1, he actually kicked Infraretti out for being absent, and I joined, and I did like the last 3 weeks. But yeah, that's how, just friends with JSpecs and a lot of the people that are already in it.
So you have experience with the PMC already.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So then what are your thoughts on the league itself?
I really like it just because, first of all, a lot of the people are all like, majority of the battlers are really committed. All the new analysts are really committed. I was going to be an analyst if I wasn't going to get in. And just because I'm friends with almost everybody that's here, it's a nice little community.
Alrighty, that seems to be a following trend. When every time I ask someone, what do you think of the league itself? It's always the community. So I like to see that trending. So we talked about the league itself. Let's move on to the format. What do you think about the league format?
I literally don't even play Pokemon at all otherwise. It's the best way to play Pokemon. That's including playing casually. I haven't played in game since I grinded my way through Oris, because God, I hated Oris.
Oh. Was it the story, the gameplay, or just the whole thing in general?
I got bored.
That's fair.
It's so fucking boring. So much talking.
Yep, there's a lot of
Yeah.
dialogue.
I really hope Sun and Moon doesn't have that much dialogue.
Hopefully the story is a
Yeah.
little more
That
original.
too.
I mean, it was a
That
remake,
too.
but still, X and Y just... Alrighty, so do you have any prior league experience, or is the PMC your first?
Oh, I've been doing league shit for like a year now.
Oh, so you are experienced then.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Alrighty,
I've probably double digits at this point.
nice. You want to elaborate a little more on that experience?
Almost like literally about exactly a year ago, I was in Miguel's streams, Mega Mogwai, if you don't fucking know his first name. And I was actually into a lot of streams at that point, and I wasn't in any leagues. I was hoping to get in some, and somebody named Beth was advertising a league, and I said, hey, let me join. So I took over a team, and from there I just kind of branched out. I went from that league, I went from that league, met Eric in a league like that we kind of side made for that. And then from Eric, I met Yuma for the WPF, and WPF I met JSpecs, and it's a small world, yo.
Definitely. So you talked about your league experiences, and you definitely have experience, clearly. But
Yeah.
so let's talk about the battling itself. What do you feel are your strengths when it comes to the battle?
It's kind of in the way I play, because if you watch the D League, they reiterated so many goddamn times that I am a hyper offense player, and one of the things I pride myself on is I can stare down the barrel of a fucking threat, know that you're about to switch out, and just read the fuck out of it.
It's a lot of
Like
prediction.
yeah, that.
Nice.
And like I apply a lot of offensive pressure. I don't use hazard removal. Like I think in the past 2 months I've brought it once, but no one ever sets hazards on me because I pressure like the defense really hard. Most of the times when people beat me, it's because they out-offense me and I played really shitty around like something they have that's really strong. Like I got swept by a dual dance Landers the other day because I played terribly around it. So it's a lot of pressure, a lot of shit like that.
So we just talked about your strengths, and we kind of went over like the reasons for losing. Do you want to elaborate a little more on what? Oh, actually, let's say, what is your biggest weakness you feel like when it comes to playing, any game? Any game, any Pokemon, just, in specifically this format, but in any format. What do you feel is your biggest weakness?
It's my own mind, like second guessing myself, making really silly mistakes. And in general, just because of my play style, I get beaten by just Pokemon that punish hyper offense, things like Mega Lopunny, Talonflame, Mega Manectric, shit like that.
Alright, I'm just curious, because I'm a VGC player, so I know this happens to me all the time. Have you ever overpredicted and it just cost you a game in League format?
No, I've never had it happen to where it cost me the game, because, like, it may sound kind of cocky, but usually I'm right. But I do mess up plenty, but it's never at a point to where I will lose the game because of it.
Alright. I wish I could say that, but unfortunately I can't. Alright. So, we're going, draft's coming up pretty soon. And how are you going to go about drafting? Do you have a plan, a strategy you have in mind that you want to get, try to complete with the draft?
Oh yeah, I built my team like a month ago. That I always just build a team that I want to aim for and try and get everything, and if I miss something I'll just make some replacements that I need to, but yeah, I always have a go-to.
Alrighty. So, you talked about how you already have a team. Do you have a specific Pokemon you use a lot in almost every league? Do you have like a favorite Mon?
Of course, that's Honchkrow. I will say I'm not going to use Honchkrow this time, just because I actually have a flying type that I'll be using, that I really want to use. But yeah, if you know me, you know that I use Honchkrow all the goddamn time, and it carries the fuck out of me. I've gotten it to MVP of the league like 3 times. I've got it to top 10 more than that. So I think my showing of it in the D League was probably the worst, but even then, like 2 of the matches I could have swept the guy with it. So
nice.
Yeah, it's definitely Honchkrow.
Alrighty, so alright, hope so. We won't be seeing Honchkrow this season, but maybe in the future. Alright, so you just talked about your favorite Pokemon. Let's talk about a different Pokemon. What Pokemon do you feel is the most overrated? Whether it's a Mega, whether it's non-Mega. Do you think there's a Pokemon, or what do you think is the most overrated Pokemon?
I kind of want to shit on Mega Venusaur just because I hate Mega Venusaur, but it is good. I'll just go with the answer I did in the D League, and that was Mega Charizard X. And it's not that Mega Charizard X is necessarily bad, because if used well, it can definitely be one of the scariest Pokemon in the format. But you can say that about any Pokemon. If used well, any Pokemon can be good. Nobody uses Charizard X well. So like, Charizard X is super fucking overrated. I don't think I've ever seen a Charizard X sweep somebody. I've seen defensive Charizard X do more work.
Alrighty, so you just talked about a Pokemon you feel is very overrated. What about underrated? Do you think there's any Pokemon that are underrated?
I feel like Pokemon with shallow move pools get a really bad rap. Like, for example, I love using Keldeo, despite the fact that it has like 3 good moves.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it's still, like, water fighting combination is a very difficult combination to switch into. And when you've got really high speed, really high special attack, and high-powered moves to back that up, it's like you can, even if you resist it, you're still taking a fuck ton of damage. I brought it against Eric in PMC Season 1. I believe I almost one-shot his fucking Zapdos with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it did like 80% because Specs Keldeo is so strong.
Yeah, it's especially on the Zapdos, that can be bulky.
Oh yeah, he brought a fat Zapdos.
Nice. Alrighty, so this is gonna be like your complete full season, right? Like you're in the D League, but you're only okay. So do you have any expectations for yourself going into Season 2?
Season 1, I went 2-1. I beat Misty, then I beat Yuma, then Misty, and lost to Eric. I didn't do too hot in the D League, to be honest. but based on the competition, I can definitely see myself at least almost making it to playoffs or maybe beginning playoffs. I don't think I'd win the season, but I could definitely make it pretty far.
Do you think, though, you'll gain a lot of experience through this season?
Definitely. I'm actually, I forfeited my final week of the D-League and I quit this other league that I'm in because I'm going to take a break.
Okay.
Because I'm just feeling like I'm losing it a little bit. Sorry, I don't smoke. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
And the D-League is going to be my re-entry. And I'm hoping that by then I'll like find myself, I guess. I'll find it again. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of it.
So, you talked about earlier you like predicting. Do you have any players that you look up to that inspire you in your battling style?
In this league, probably most being Eric and Espelancer, or Dallas Staryu. I don't believe anybody else calls him Espelancer. But just because both of them are very, very creative. Like, they come up with the nastiest shit. Like, I think Eric used, like, Focus Sash, Counter, Sneasel. And that's one of the things I want to get better with, is just getting more creative with my Pokemon. So, this will definitely, and the fact that both of them can consistently win games and consistently get to playoffs while using crazy fucking sets like they do is great.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I just have one final question. Who will be our PMC Season 2 champion?
It's gonna be a little Misty. Obviously, she's gonna take over for the Drapions, and she's gonna win the season.
Alrighty. Serious predictions.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Well, again, thank you for your time, and good luck, and looking forward to see you make some awesome predictions this season.
Oh, let's fucking hope for it.
All
Because,
right.
goddamn.
Well, for those of you watching at home, for those viewers, thank you for watching, and I am Noah JTRA with Kyle, who's going to make some awesome predictions this season. Hope to see you on the next video, and thank you for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye, horses.